And we're back. Day 76 of the cut, 249 body weight, which means that we are 76 of those 100 total pounds lost down. Quinky dink with the day and the weight loss matching, I guess. But it is my main squat day. I've been calling it main squat day because I haven't really been doing true max effort, but last week was fun. So I think I might do some more heavier stuff versus feeling like I'm going to die with the volumey, repier stuff. And with not doing anything really all that heavy since the meet other than last week's front squat, I figured the wise choice for today's max effort variation would be to run a no-hand SSB, because no-hand SSB really freaking sucks, and it's going to force me to stay a little bit lighter than I would otherwise. And I guess the pant leg came up with the sleeve, so we'll just deal with that. Also, with how solid last week felt on the prime wedge, I think it's going to be time to make a return of the heeled Olympic lifting shoes. I am very excited to be able to actually use my quads today. It's going to go hover hands for empty bar because empty bar needs weight to stay with no hands. And I figure we'll commit to actual no hands with the plate on, and like it's going to do a couple things for me. Number one is going to prevent me from getting too upright, because if I go too upright, the bar is going to fall off my back, so it forces me to have some hinge even though I'm on the SSB. And the other thing is that because I can't manipulate the handles, I can't cheat it by turning into a shrimp on the concentric when things get heavy. And just catching at the top so I don't accidentally blast it off my back. And the short people are over here running the Buffalo bar, so we're gonna spot Miana for one of her closer to working sets. 285 with the Rogue CB4, by the way, and because none of us are used to walking out, this might get a little weird. Good. Yep. Hard abs. Oh, you're done. Harder abs can start next time. Also, if you guys didn't notice, we got platform shirts now. Do the full spin, logo on the back, logo to pop out of your singlet, and these guys will be live when you watch this vlog. So use code YouTube 10. No, just code YouTube. Just code YouTube. No 10, but use code YouTube to save 10% when you order one of these from activatedperformance.net. And we've got these super sick, oversized pump cover hoods dropping today on activatedperformance.net. So hit the link below, grab one for yourself. This is easily my favorite sweater of all time. Fit is perfect, quality is insane, and I think you'll be really stoked when you get yours. Code YouTube will also save you 10% here. And if you want one of those for free, or any of the previous designs that are supposed to be no longer available, sign up for Team Activated on annual, and I will send one your way. No hands feels freaking terrible. Having quads feels really good, so hopefully it'll balance out. And I got the belt on looser than I want it to be, which tends to work in my favor when my waist is smaller. I think we can go straight to 4. And what's cool about being back in the heeled shoes is that I was talking about when I was in the flats, I was finding way more hip, but being back in the heels, it's almost like I've learned the skill of finding hip better because of the flats, and I'm feeling so much more butt cheek than I'm used to when wearing the lifters. Also, got a spot Miana for 295? No? 315? Good. Settle. Bigger pack. Good. Pack hard. Abs, abs, abs. Yeehaw. I think you kind of screwed yourself a little bit because the pick you weren't quite wedged in. You just kind of flung it out and looked like you lost a little brace there. So.
I mean, I haven't walked out a back squat.
Well, suck it up. Do better. Roller hooks on the Buffalo bar. A little bit scary. Also realized I was probably standing in the frame there, so I apologize if you couldn't see me at a squatting. Ran out of silver, so we're going gold. And Miana wants to take a 335 first, so we'll let her do that. Patience. Let it settle. Big pack. Yeah. Good. Yep. Good. There's another if you want it. Good. Let's go. Big pack. Hard abs now. Hard abs now. Elbows, elbows, elbows. Yeah. I mean, 335 triple for the first time walking out a heavy squat in like 4 years. I think we can be pretty okay with that. Now, time for 4. We got 4.5. And I don't know why I wasn't recording Tyler's warm-up sets, but he's going 3.25 for his top. Yeah. Big pull. Good. Harder abs. Yep. You guys see that little hand nudge with the bar, cheat the levers a little bit like a cheater?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he did what he had to do to not die. And if this feels good, gonna drop her down to a single and go up. If it feels less good, gonna do 3 reps to make it a top set. If it feels really shitty, I really don't want to, but backup plan is single and then racket so I don't die. Nabbing spotters just in case I pull the sleepy sleep bullshit again. Yeah, we're going up.
5?
Yeah. Think I finally figured out how to keep my brace through the walkout better, so we're gonna be okay. And kind of going to sleep now, so maybe we'll be less okay, but still gonna go up. And as sad as this is gonna be the biggest squat I've done since the meet in Florida, so let's wake up. I think 5.5. Eh?
5.5?
Yeah.
I like that these have like handles on them.
Yes, also
I
nice.
was kind of admiring that while you're squatting. I was like, man,
So
that's a
he's
sweet idea for like a thin, fucking annoying plate.
so easy to load.
Yeah.
And that went much better than expected. So even if I have lost a big chunk off the squat since the weight loss, happy that it's not as bad as it appeared to be when I was running the flat shoes. Yeah, squat's gonna be kind of okay. Yeah, pretty freaking happy with that one. And I think like good point to make on max effort work is that yes, I could go up if I let it get shittier, but when we do max effort work, I don't want to push to the point where things are getting shitty because I don't want to be teaching myself to break down further and further and further as the weights get heavier. And on that note, we're gonna pull everything off so that we can put on the stupid spider bar attachments for some good mornings. Because it's like I'm pushing out of my quads pretty well there, but as soon as I get that bottom drive, I kind of got to round my upper back to change leverages to let myself get my hips a little bit better. So this is going to touch those hippie hips for me. And keeping the heels on, which probably isn't ideal for a good morning, but I'm lazy, and if I take the heels off, I won't be able to unrack it from this rack height, so we're just going to run it. And the reason that I'm putting the spider attachments on this for the good mornings is that just during an SSB, it kind of turns into upper backy. Running the spider attachments puts the weight lower. So even though I'm on an SSB, can make it a frick ton of hips. Woo! And gonna move the camera for this one so I can make an important point about good mornings. Because what makes a good morning and not just a shitty high squat is that on a good morning, you want to make sure that your knees are traveling backwards, not forwards. And based on previous set, gonna go down to 2 so I can do a better job of that. So gross. And Q I'm kind of thinking there is I'm trying to leg extend my knees backwards to push me harder into the hips. Now time for leggy stuff. Joel says that this thing feels good, so we'll find out if he's full of shit or not. But before we do that, I think that powerlifting coaching can be a lot better than how it's run right now. So if you are looking for help figuring out what to do with your training, what to do with your main work, what to do with your secondaries, what to do with your accessories, what to do with your technique, hit the link below, join the team, because I want to give you all the tools you need to be a better lifter. And really unsure the strategy on getting into this sucker. It's gonna run feet low, push through. Oh, wow. I probably could have started lighter. Like, Joel and Mianna were using the same weight, so I assumed it was pretty light, but it doesn't feel all that light. Are you? I thought you were. No? Oh, well, fine. But like the curve on this is so weird. I'm just touching my legs. I can't reach. Oop, that was a little plank. I didn't know where the bottom was. I don't know, this is weird, but I think I like it. I said this is weird, but I think I like it. Whoops. Yeah, we should go up though. You're in the shot. Careful. Don't clang the weights, Joel. you want to moan louder in the microphone?
Oh. All the blood is now entering my legs. Oh.
Good.
How many did you do?
10.
Okay.
Oh.
And I think I observed the better mounting strategy here, so let's see how it works. Maybe not better. This is terrible. But we're using... They're just there. I like to feel my knees. But we're actually using Joel weight this time, so... He's on way more volume than me, so it's not a totally fair comparison, but feels good. This is probably the best, like, non-plate loaded leg press variation I've ever used because it actually feels decently hard. Oh! It does get very spicy. How do I not make this? There we go. No hands, Joel. I think this will be like a really good deadlift leg drive builder because it basically feels like my conventional leg drive just over and over again. Whoop. Bap. Feel like I need to make Joel noises right now. Woo. That's fun. And speaking of conventional deadlift builders, if you guys watched last week, you know where we're headed. As I knock my tripod off of every single plate tree in this gym. Because I don't know, this guy is probably the piece of equipment that I am by far the most excited about in here, even if my head was cut off from the top of the frame there. And I'm thinking we should definitely go up at least a decent chunk here. Pull quarters off. And we'll slap some 45s on her. Suddenly feels very quiet with the music off. There we go. So much glute. Gonna slap another 45 on. Anticipating that this is gonna feel really heavy, so let's crank. And we just died on that last one. Oh boy. And I was kind of thinking of leaving it there for the next set, but fuck it, we'll go up. Okay, more crank than the last one. Yeah, this is definitely gonna make my deadlift less terrible. And if you guys remember last week, I lunged across the gym body weight and that really sucked. So I figure we should try it with the SSB and see if we can make it suck even more. Miata, you wanna do this with me? Feel like I'm already regretting the decision of deciding to load this, and I might actually kick the heels off because I think that's going to be weird. Okay, heels gone. Barefoot. You want to join? No? Just watch the camera. If you guys can't tell, the gym is really long. And it's kind of becoming an obstacle course down here. Thinking maybe getting kind of close to halfway. Can't tell. Holy shit. Just gotta keep going. One foot in front of the other. Metaphor for life or something. This is not easy. But the end is getting closer. Feels like I can see the final stretch. Can't tell what's harder, the legs or the lungs. So close, but so far. Getting air so hard right now. So fucking close. We're there. We're almost there. Little breather. Then final sprint to the finish. Losing my balance. Holy shit, we made it. I think the box is in the way, so you probably can't see me, but I cannot believe how hard that was. And gonna walk the bar back without putting it down and take a rest, because I know if I put it down, I will not want to pick it up again. And I need to bring the bar back because I don't want the bar to live on the far side of the gym. Whew. That was the worst choice of my life. I mean, just go body weight. Body weight ain't that bad. SSB's a different world. It's like 65 pounds isn't that much in theory, but when you're doing lunges for that long, it starts to feel heavy. And now I think the plan is lay down for 10 minutes so I don't puke. Probably about as recovered as I'm gonna get from that, so might as well move on to something else. And like what I wrote in my notebook last week when I did those body weight is that I either need to never do them again or get better at them. So I think handling it with SSB is one step towards the getting better. And for a little hammy-jammy touch-in to finish things up here, or not quite finish up because we still need to do abs, gonna run the leg curl machine, 2 plates, get a mile rep it. Gonna do her the less bent over style here for a little bit more length compared to the other day as well. And I gotta kick the seat up because Miana was on here last and she's got her little stubby legs. Oh, Joel was on there last? I guess Joel also has little stubby legs. And it's like setting up an 80 leg curl. Basically what I'm trying to do is get the middle of my knee lined up with the pivots because my knee is kind of a hinge. This is also a hinge. And it works good if you have 2 hinges lining up next to each other or something. And just gonna go till this one gets shitty. We're approaching that point. And that's shitty. And then we're gonna rest for 10, 15-ish seconds, take a few breaths, ramble a little bit more, and then we'll go again until it gets shitty. And the second set's going to get shittier than the first because you kind of have that incomplete rest. And I know that nerds will say that I'm losing mechanical tension. And what I have to say to that is, I don't care, pumps are fun. A few more breaths, a little more rambling, and we're going again. Oh. Oh. And we're dying, but still feeling decent, so I think I'll go one more round here. More breaths. Don't have anything to ramble about, so I'm just gonna go. Bah, bah, bah. Yeah, hams. Very blown up. Mission accomplished. And almost forgot I need to do my squeezing today, so we're gonna get some squeezy squeezes going. And as we discovered last week, this machine is so egregiously heavy that we are going very light on the stack, but it feels very not light on my taint as we're going. Just like so gross, like lower ab attitude tie in. And I definitely need some bringing up. Woo! Fuck. And we're just gonna hang out here in the stretch position for a little bit of rest. We're just gonna do the same mile rep bullshit. So rambling, breaths, you know the drill. Back into her. Oh, thinking of Joel while I'm doing these. Not sure why. Not in reference to any sort of leg squeezing action, to be very clear. And more breaths, more resting, more contemplating my life choices and why I decided to do this after I already cooked the shit out of everything on those stupid freaking lunges. But we're here. Might as well do them. Fuck. And one more round here. Really contemplating life choices at this point because like that burn, especially like holding it out here in a little bit of stretch with that burn. Oh my goodness gracious. Ah, let me out. Roasted. But I freaking love it because the groin hip feeling that I get every time I push those hard and then I stand up, it's like I feel like I got brand new hips again. And it's been a while, so gonna run some standing abs. They don't have a cable lat tower set up here yet, so set up the band of the power rack. Got the bar behind my hips so I can block them so that I'm able to just pull straight down. And that's really it. We're just gonna pull ribs down into a little bit of flexion and then finish with some hip flexion. And we're gonna go until it feels like my abs are about to rip off. And this is reminding me that running these with a band is actually fun because the band tension ramping up the lower you get gives it some really good feel. Okay, round two, side view so you can hopefully see what's going on with the hips, pelvis, and ribs. But big thing I'm trying to do is squeeze glutes, get hips to full extension at the top. From that full hip extension, I'm going to keep the glutes squeezed, lead with ribs down first. Then once the ribs are down, I'm going to finish with the hip flexion towards the bottom and making sure the hips are locked, leading with the ribs. Make sure it's the abs doing the most of the work here because that's what we're trying to make do the most of the work. Oh. 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 Another session that I'm super freaking happy with. And like, don't get me wrong, because I do feel like freaking balls right now with where the calories are and how like low I feel and the waist size change and all the other bullshit excuses I got. But just because it's hard to want to work hard doesn't mean that you can't work hard and doesn't mean that you can't make it good. And like that squat, I think that the flat shoes, I'm 100% keeping them in the speed work because the glute feel I had with the heels was phenomenal, and I want to keep building the skill of using more butt cheek on the squat. And I think if I supplement the flat shoe squatting with some good mornings, I should be able to keep getting more ass in there. If I keep getting more ass in there, I should be able to keep squatting better and better and better. And like hitting the biggest squat I've hit since the meet on an SSB, I think that means that even if I'm not strong right now, like I know why I'm not strong right now. I haven't squatted heavy and I'm 35 fucking pounds lighter than I was in the platform in December. Like, I'm okay with not feeling strong, but I think like feeling connected, feeling good, feeling assertive, if I can keep feeling connected, keep feeling good, keep feeling assertive while this weight loss continues, we're going to be in a really freaking cool spot to build up into the next December meet. Doing King of the Platform again if you guys missed that. But if you want to sign up, I'd say sign up for that meet because number one, it's sick. Number two, I'll be there and I can say hi. But I think that's what I got for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And once again, if you need help with your training, figuring out what you're doing, hit the link below, join the team because I want to make you a better lifter. Bonus content, Joel was posing, so I thought I'd join him, but he said that I can't put him in the vlog, so I guess you're just going to see me looking very fat. But I mean, like, legs are in pretty decent. If only there was, like, shirt-on bodybuilding, then I'd be okay, but still can't quite get, like, the right shoulder around far enough for front double bicep. Right side's the arthritic side that I had 3 surgeries on before I started powerlifting. And this is cool, because, like, watch the pecs. This is my surgically repaired side. See the scar? When I flex it, it's nice and full. When I flex the non-repaired side with the sternal head ripped off, you can see that massive hole where the sternal head is no longer there. So I don't know what that's going to be, but I'm okay with this for now. Definitely needs more better, but I think for a fat powerlifter, doing kind of okay. And we'll just keep getting less fat so we can do better and better.